Hey yo, what's up gang? It's a third of 10 C++ programming challenges. Let's do this. Okay guys, so this is the appearance of the code. We'll only have 6 steps. Okay, so the first step is to declare a comparator string. So I'll declare string, call it xt, yes, xt, and assign it a value of alt@gmail.com, and I'm using this because the scope of this tutorial is just to use the email of this extension. So if you count, you'll find it has 10 chars. Let me write a comment here. Has a length of 10 characters. Length equals to 10 characters. Simply chars, yes, chars is enough. And then I declare a variable int k and assign it a value of 9. This 9 is from the 10 characters which when counted as array when you begin with alt as a position is 0. Now declaring an email, this will be used by the user, so string email, and then I'll print a statement so he could read. Okay, let me write enter email, just simple, enter email, and then allow the user to input the email. Okay, we're done. Let's get to a step where we need to get the length of the characters in the email. So I'll declare a variable integer, call it email underscore length, oh my god, length, and it will carry a value that equals to amount of characters. So email.length, this length is a function, so the function length is here to count the number of characters in the email entered by the user. Okay, I declare a variable bool, I'll call it check, and assign it or initialize it to a value of false. This will be used in our loop and during the printing session. Okay, so for this case I'll be using for loop to pass it through each character that the user enters. Okay, for int I equals to length, because we need to get the email, email underscore length, and assign it -1, and we'll begin at I greater than or equals to length email underscore length -10, and then I will be decrementing. So let me explain this in another section so that you could understand why I subtracting some values. Okay, assume you have an email, that extension which has 10 characters and it's a constant, and you have a user using that ABC as a word before the extension alt@gmail.com, and if you count you'll find it has 13 characters. So what if I want to get the position of this alt? So the position is there, which is, so I'll take just 13 and -10, which is the amount of character present in our pre-declared variable. Okay, so to get 3 I'll just take 13 -10, and this references this I've written this code where we will be starting at. So the same applied to this email underscore length, where we'll just take the amount of characters -1 to get 12. So to get the 12 we'll just take 13. Let me write here, we'll take 13 minus 1, and you'll get 12, the position of the last characters, whereas for the first is 0, since we use as array method. Okay, so when the loop is continuing, we will be checking, we will be comparing between email entered by the user and the extension we have created. So I called it in my comment here. So if I will start with email, I'll put a square to mean this is a square bracket to mean it's an array, because a string is an array of characters. So we'll set if equals to xt, but the value inside this case will be k, the amount of characters available in our extension. Okay, now inside we'll be assigning the value of check to be true, else in case then there is no comparison or the comparison is false, we'll make the variable check to have the same value of false. And if this happens, I need the loop to terminate, and after then I want to decrement the value of k that I've initialized as 9. Okay, now let's go to the printing part. In this part we'll be using a conditional. So if the value of check is strictly equal to true, then there is something will be done here. Else, in case it's not true, then I'll just print to notify the user that the email was wrong. So wrong email. So what we'll be doing if the check is true, first of all, we'll be counting amount of characters to ensure they are greater than the extension we have. Checking amount of characters. Okay, then if characters, so we call them email underscore length, is greater than 10, since 10 is the amount of character in our predefined xt, we'll just print correct email, since it has character greater than the extension. Else, we'll print cout, yes, correct format. Yeah, the format will be correct, but the email format, comma, email, but wrong email. Yes, then this is all about the code. Now let's run the code. Okay, let's have an email. Let's call it someone at gmail.com. We expect to be true. Yes, it's correct. Let's try to enter the wrong one. For this case, let's go with someone at, no, let's put colon gmail.com. Yes, it's wrong email, it's correct. Now let's try to enter the extension it's alone. So let's go with altgmail.com. So of course it's a correct format, but it's a wrong email. That's for today's tutorial. I'm happy we've got together from the beginning till the end.